Okay. Chest pillows, boobas, twin peaks, hungabalungazongas, whatever you might choose to call them, everybody loves the protruding round fatty lumps on a typically feminine specimen's thorax. Adored by men and women in large sizes for their soft, plump, supple, pudgy round stress-reducing properties, it would seem that booba is a superfluously stunning ass-end commodity that brings joy and relaxation in reasonable proportional amounts. Almost similar, but arguably not as powerful as thick thighs. Despite this, it has been noted by me that engaging with these memories in one of the many interactive ways can be rather dangerous, and from what my research would have me believe, could to some extent pose as life-threatening. Or so I thought, especially when in coherence to the 2D creatures, as they are known to house some of the largest and most ridiculously cataclysmic, gravity-defying booba known to the common man and woman. How disingenuously absurd and unredeemably asinine. I know, but for all that my research was worth, it seemed as there would be a fatal and deadly possibility of unaliving through certain activities with these chest bulges. The deadly act in question I wish to focus on is the embrace of a 2D specimen with sumptuous badonkadonks and being enthralled and to some level consumed by her gargantuan titties. Put simply, a hug from an anime woman. I've seen it, you've likely seen it, a poor, unsuspecting person, rough-handled into a tight, mushy hug, gasping for air, fighting to get out, muffled screams of anguish. A wholesome act, don't get me wrong, but through studying it, I reasoned and questioned if such a admittedly wholesome act could have dire consequences if held for too long, resulting in the person partaking in the hug to become asphyxiated. You see, a human can become asphyxiated through multiple mishaps and actions, such as in this case having the orifices through which air passes through into the lungs obstructed. This can all occur in a matter of only a few minutes. It can vary from person to person and depending on how much is obstructing the face holes, but typically under 5 minutes. Though, why is it that humans, fragile, feeble, dainty humans, need oxygen in order to remain living and not become a yokai at the end of the day? Well, it all comes back to the oxygen. Every important function that is allowing a human to remain alive has some reliance on oxygen. Oxygen is so important, I would dare say it's even more important than eating, sleeping, waifus, and drinking, as you can go without any of those for a reasonable amount of time, but oxygen you can only be deprived of it for a couple of minutes, as stated previously. At the end of the day, without oxygen the body will shut down, as oxygen is carried into the bloodstream by red blood cells to break down nutrients that you get from food and drink, and turn it into energy that can be used by all the cells in the body. Without oxygen that wouldn't be possible. Along with creating white blood cells to fight infections and viruses and diseases, proteins helping to develop a stronger immune system, and so on and so forth. Holding that firmly in mind, in theory, could a woman's deep chest and firm hug cause you to become deaded? Well, let's use the information we just displaced. We've made it apparent that humans can only last less than 5 minutes of obstructed breathing. Odds are the anime women in question won't hug you for minutes on end. However, there's no certain factorable time she'll hold you for, and judging by the fact most struggle to get out of this squishy grip, she definitely has the force and strength to hold you there for as long as she wishes. Panicking and becoming flustered will likely result in your oxygen levels decreasing much faster, and this ultimately will result in you passing out much quicker. And should the obstruction of air continue, your brain will begin to die. Anime women that offer hugs tend to be very excitable creatures, and such excitement might make it difficult for them to realize you have passed out. And due to their innate strength, they might not even notice you've gone limp and feel more, for lack of a better word, like dead weight, as anime women have proven to be quite capable creatures. However, the basis still stands in that likely the anime specimen will not hug you for minutes, and upon realizing you passed out will attempt to revive you. So in theory, is it possible to die from an anime woman's embrace when she has very massive chesticles? Well, the probability is really low, and really the only way she could unalive you is if she already had the wanton intention of doing so. Otherwise, you might lose a brain cell or two or simply have an unscheduled nap, but it shouldn't be anything to fret over. And with that, if you guys enjoyed this video, theoretically if you have watched this far then you do enjoy my videos, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you wish to further expand your degenerate knowledge, or simply wish to see what antics I get up to next. Always remember to do everything purely and only and solely for the purpose of science and the pursuit of knowledge, and by all means tell me in the comment section if you would be willing to risk your health for the sake of chest pillows. Share me with anybody who wished to spread my undoubtable, albeit questionable knowledge too, and I'll back to another question no scientist can answer.